Hey, I got a lady. Hey, I got a lady. Hey, name is the upper echelon. She a debater, baby. She can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts. She got the heart. She got the confidence. Baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart. She got the smart. She got the heart. She got the confidence. Baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart. 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 Stupid can't play with smart.
Welcome back to the Upper Echelon Podcast, where we keep it jiggy and we keep it real over here. Because why? Because we ain't never, ever scared. Hit the like button on your way in. Make sure that you also subscribe to my channel if you're in here and you haven't subscribed yet. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of the next time that I live stream. And also make sure that you hype me up. Let's get into it. It's not going to be a long live, y'all. It's not going to be a long live. But what I said was, and of course, if you would like to donate to my channel for my work, my Cash App is pinned at the bottom of the screen. It's $UPP1987. Thank you, Terry, for that copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational, or personal tips, the balance in favor of fair use. That was a mouthful. Okay, let's get into it. I know other people are live, but I had to come live. I just could not resist because it's something that I want to debunk really quick, and then I'm going to get off and continue with my day. I do have a panel tomorrow at 7:30 Central Time where I am going to be inviting different content creators if they want to come over and really kind of talk about why they have their stance on the Romeca, Meeks, and Holly Johnson case. Hey, everybody coming in. What's going on? Ashley motherfucking Chats in the building. What's going on? I'm loving the new name. Let's get into it, y'all. So I saw a post on, I believe this is by Realty TV. So now what Realty TV is doing is she's trying to debunk the fact that Holly Johnson was in a school zone and that she was around basically in Romeca's space, okay, in a space that Romeca was going to be in. As ridiculous as that sounds, I'm going to debunk it anyway. So basically what she posted was that because this is her rationale. She's saying that because the school posted on their website that they, hold on one second, y'all. I forgot to shoot. Hold on one second. I jumped in it too fast, moving too fast. Hold on. So basically what she's saying is because the school posted on their website that there are certain places that you can't park around that area in order to drop your child off at school, then that must validate, or that must excuse the reason that Holly Johnson was literally parked right across the street from the school. Okay, now before I jump into it, we're going to talk about basic geometry. Now, we all know what a square is, right? Raise your hand if you know what a square is. So a square has 4 sides, okay? It's possible, I'm going to say this. Okay, let me see if I can let me pull something up real quick, because I know most of the people that follow, well, all of my supporters are highly, highly intelligent. But then we do have some people that may need a little bit of extra help and assistance. So this is what I'm going to do for the people that need a little bit more help and assistance, okay? This is what I'm going to do. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. Now, screen share, window. This is what we're going to do. Everybody in class paying attention? Okay, we got everybody in here paying attention. Okay, so let's see something really quick. Now, everybody in class knows what a square is, right? Okay. So this is a square, class. This is a square. Okay. And we're going to act like this square is National Teachers Academy. Okay. Now, on each side of this square is a space. And on the different sides of this square are streets. There's also sidewalks. Now, what we know is that if you want to go on this side of the square to get to the middle of the square, you can. If you want to be on this side of the square to get to the middle of the square, you can. If you want to be on this side of the square to get to the middle of the square, you can. Or if you want to be on this side of the square to get to the middle of the square, you can. Okay, good job, everybody. You guys are thank you, everybody, for participating in class. I'm going to make sure I put a sticker on the board for everybody that raised their hand and participated. Okay, so now that we know that there's 4 sides to a square, and it is possible to get to the middle of the square, which could be the school entrance, from multiple sides of the square, right? Okay, now let us click out of that. So this is what I want to do now. I'm going to read what was said here. I want to kind of make it plain. I don't want to confuse anybody. And then because I actually went to the school, and I'm also going to go to school next week, so I can see how I could get to the entrance of the school from Cermak. Okay. Now let's see what this says. Okay. National Teachers Academy. The student safety is our #1 priority. Drop off and pickup has been extremely difficult and unsafe. Starting Wednesday, September 18th, 2024, the 2 gates in the front of the building will be closed. This will also allow for us to eliminate families double parking, making U-turns and blocking 22nd Street starting Wednesday to ensure that all students are safe. Students coming in a car or walking to the school have 2 separate places to enter school grounds. If you're driving starting September 18th, the students will not be allowed to be dropped off in the front of the school on 22nd. You can drop off students on 23rd Street. There's a designated drop-off lane. You can also park in the Park District lot to walk your students to their entrance door if desired. There is also parking along 23rd Street and Federal. Once parked, you may walk your student to the entrance door if desired. Then you can exit on 24th and State. If you're walking starting September 18, 2024, students will not be allowed to enter the front gate. Our arrival team will direct students to walk down the sidewalk to the far northeast entrance to enter the campus. This will eliminate students crossing in the middle of the street. This will also eliminate parents from triple parking in the middle of 22nd. So now let's hey y'all. So let me pull this down. So thank you, Trina, for that super sticker. Thank you, Karma Collector, for that super sticker. Okay, so now let's pull something up. Now you guys know that I actually went to the school and I actually saw the entrance from 22nd Street. Now on the website, the school is recommending that you drop your child off in a certain location because it's unsafe for students. However, there is definitely a way to get to the school from Cermak, especially if when you're driving, it is more convenient for you to drop your child off by getting out on Cermak. There is still a way to get to the entrance, okay? So this is the entrance of the school. Let me go back this way so that y'all can see it. Here's the entrance here. It's not letting me go over there. Hold on one second. Let's see. Okay. Can I zoom out? No. Does it look blurry to y'all? Okay, here's the entrance and here's Federal. So this is Federal Street right here, okay? Now, on the post, let's see. It says there is also parking along 23rd Street and Federal. So, as you can see, here is Federal Street right here. Now, as you can see up a little bit closer, it is like, what is it called? Cul-de-sac type of thing, where you can't go any further and then you kind of got to turn back around or whatever. So there's parking here and there's parking over there, where it looks like it stops right here. So yeah, it is a cul-de-sac because it's a basketball hoop right here. So here's Federal right here. Mind you, let me show y'all how close the school's recommended drop-off is to where Romeca was. This is why you guys really, I mean, the lengths that these people are going to excuse this girl's actions is crazy. I mean, it is crazy. At the end of the day, my kid's school has a recommended drop-off. But when I leave from my house, the recommended drop-off, I don't always park there because it's not convenient coming from where I'm coming from. So oftentimes I'll park and walk them to the entrance. Is that uncommon? So if she's coming down Cermak and there's a park right on Cermak, mind you, they're already running late. Of course, I'm going to get out the car and walk him to the front door and then walk back to my car and go about my business. Here's the entrance. Here's Federal. Let me show you where Romeca was parked. Y'all see these buildings over here, right? So let's go see what's parked. And then we're going to pull up my video. Because what they're trying to say is that Holly was nowhere near where Romeca's son's school was. Romeca's son's school is right here. This is Federal right here. Let's go this way, if it'll let me. This is the school sign right here. I showed this on my video. It says National Teachers Academy. Over there across the street are the Hillard homes. This street right here is Cermak. These are the locked gates right here. They no longer want you to come through this entrance. However, let's go down. I'm just doing this for y'all because I already been to the school in person. So I already know what it looked like and how I can get to the entrance by parking on Cermak. I'm trying to see, this is acting funny. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go this way. But yeah, matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back this way so that I can hit Federal so I don't get off track. Let's go back over here. So this is Federal. Okay, this is Federal Street. Straight ahead, where you see these buildings are, that's Cermak right there. That's Cermak, like right there, literally. There go the Hillard homes, and here's Federal. It's literally just a different direction, but it damn near is the same distance from the school. The school is right here, Cermak right there, right there. The field is not that long. The field is not that long of a way from the school. The playground is right here, and I'm going to show you my video so you can get a more in-time look at like where the school is. So let's go this way because I bring y'all around to Cermak, but Google Maps is not letting me go through. So I'm gonna have to go this way because I think it's only gonna allow me to go on the street. So let's go down federal, okay? Any misinformation or any created to try to to um to protect the lady from account live, and I'm gonna debunk it each and every last time. Come on, let me see if I can go another way. Come on, Google Maps. You tripping now. It's not gonna let me go through the gate either. Let me see if it'll let me. Yeah, it did. It did. Okay. So here we are. Okay, so now we're on Cermak. Okay, I showed you guys the sign of the school. Okay, so this is where Romeca was right here. This is where she was here. Okay, so this is National Teachers Academy. I have to look at my video again, but I don't know if that gate was open. But during the walk where I did a walkthrough of the crime scene, I did show you guys in my video that you can clearly get to this school. So let's go a little bit further down to where I was. Okay, here's the school. Here, I believe I was right here. I believe. If I can't find it, then I'll just go ahead and this is where I was. Yep, this is it. And I'm gonna pull it up on my video. So as you can see, now don't forget, y'all, let's go back down so I don't forget. Okay, I want to keep y'all reminded. Okay, so this is Cermak. This is Cermak. I'm waiting for it to clear up. This is Cermak where the crime scene happened. And literally right down here, right down that way is federal. Federal, Cermak. Federal, Cermak. So the entrance is this way. So it would make sense for Romeca to be driven to school this way. The school is literally right there, but they're trying to tell that, mind you, so she drops her son off. There's multiple ways to get in here from Cermak, regardless of what the school recommends. A parent is going to do what's convenient for them. She parks here, walks her son to the school through the opening, whichever opening she took. There's several openings that you can literally walk down. And I'm going to show you my video just to show you it is not unsafe. There's a whole sidewalk leading up to the school, to the entrance. So it made sense for her to park on Cermak, which is probably, I'm sure, is what she did. Then she continued. Then after she dropped her son off, she came back to her car and drove down Cermak and busted a U to go the other direction. This area here is where Miss Holly was. But they want to tell us that Miss Holly was nowhere near Romeca's son's school. Come on, y'all. Cermak, literally. The school right here. The school is right here. It's right here. A hop, skip, and a jump from across the street. Right there. This is the school. But so what they're doing, so basically what they're doing is this: what they're doing. Sorry, I wasn't looking at my screen. Thank you, I'm chosen, for that super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dominica, for that super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. So yeah, so what they're doing is they're trying to take accountability off the young lady. I saw a video at the end of the well, I'll get on that in a minute. I saw a video earlier today on Facebook where a content creator likened what Holly did to somebody going into someone else's territory. It's like going into the jungle and killing the animal in the jungle for trying to attack you or whatever the case is. So you're going to go into someone else's territory knowing that it's probably not a good idea. You go into someone else's territory, locked and loaded, prepared to do what you're getting ready to do. They're trying to take the accountability off of her. And it's coming with a whole bunch of weak excuses. It is a very weak excuse. It is not a good defense to say, oh no, Holly was not, mind you, I'm going to show you, because I showed you guys the school zone signs when I was walking. Mind you, Holly was definitely in the school zone. So I don't know why she's saying that. So definitely, she definitely was in the school zone. Do you see how far this school spans? I wish I could zone out. She was definitely in the school zone. So matter of fact, this is a better way to show y'all. Let me go back down here. So now that I showed y'all that, I'm gonna show y'all my video, right? So I showed you guys on my video, there's literally, as a matter of fact, I literally took my phone and showed you guys the entrance of the school. You can literally walk there from Cermak. There's a whole pathway right there. So I don't know what that's about, but so she was over here in this, maybe a couple of so Miss Ma'am, let me go back to this. Hold on one second. Let's go back. Miss Real TTV stated that Miss Holly was not in a school zone. She stated that Miss Holly was not in a school zone. Miss Holly was parked a couple of cars up from the intersection of State Street. So she's parked here on Cermak. Ma'am, there's literally a school zone sign right here. There's a school zone sign here. Go up. Let's go. Is there any more? I went too far down. Hold on one second, y'all. I just wonder about people sometimes. Like, is it? I mean, why? I don't understand. If somebody is guilty of doing something, then they're just guilty of doing something. The young lady was busting guns like she was in the wild, wild west when she could have avoided it in the middle of school zone of someone else's child's school. You see the school crossing sign right here. Right there. Y'all do know y'all rules of the road, right? Y'all know that's a school zone. Miss Ma'am was parked here. Miss Ma'am was parked right here. The school right now. The school zone sign right for the people that they never. For the people I don't know. If you don't know your rules of the road, let me pull something up for you. Hold on. Because maybe people don't know. I don't know. Maybe people confused. Y'all, I'm from the state of Illinois. I don't know where others from. But y'all do have to y'all do got to get y'all signs right when you take the rules of the road class, right? Y'all do know that this is a school crossing sign, right? Y'all know that, right? Miss Ma'am literally parked right next to the school crossing sign, the school crossing sign. But then they want to tell us that she was not in a school zone. She literally right next to a school crossing sign. I be thinking I'm in the 12. Is there a reason that y'all are trying to defend this girl? Like, I'm confused. I just really want to know. Maybe we can talk about this on my panel. I don't know. But I just wanted to clear that up. That is untrue. Miss Holly was in a school zone. Miss Holly definitely was very close to Romeca's child's, right across the street from her child's school. Miss Romeca definitely could park on Cermak and literally walk her child to the entrance. Miss Romeca definitely had a reason to be there. So when people are saying that Miss Holly actually conveniently parked somewhere that she knew that she may bump into Romeca, it makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is to say that she wasn't in a school zone when there's literally a school zone crossing sign right in the crime scene. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The school zone sign is within 1,000 feet of her. She's in a school zone, hun. The whole damn street is school zone. Matter of fact, even when you go all the way down the street, all the way towards where the expressway is, there's more school zone signs. Even if she would have went further down, she still would have been in a school zone. It's a school zone. Huh? Are y'all okay? Like, I know that a lot of y'all really want her to be innocent. I get it. She was in a school zone. She brought herself to a location that she knew that Romeca would be. You know what I want for them to do? I want the investigators. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see something. And then, you know what's funny? Well, not funny, but actually in the crime scene video, I don't like playing that on my channel. But I remember when I was watching the crime scene, the viral video, you can literally see a school crossing sign behind her head. So let's pull this up. So Miss Realty TV said, no, she wasn't. She was the third car from the corner. Let me show y'all something, right? Before I show y'all this, let me show y'all something else. And then also, like, you can definitely come over here and have an opinion, but if something doesn't make sense and it's not true, it's just not true. So if we're gonna play semantics on how many cars over she was, no, she wasn't in the school zone because she was parked 2 cars up. Like, the whole darn street damn near is a school zone. Remember, I walked the crime scene. As a matter of fact, if you keep on walking, there's literally school zone signs all the way down. And I'm going to pull my video up so that you guys can see it. I'm going to pull it up so that you guys can see it. And in the viral video, you literally see a school zone sign in the video. What are you guys talking about? I mean, I get you guys really want to defend her, but we still got to tell the truth here. So now we're going to debate that she wasn't in a school zone. Now we're going to debate that she wasn't in a school zone, even though I can see the school from here. I can see the school from here. Not only can I see the school from here, but right here, a school zone crossing sign. And then the further you go up, mind you, this right next to the intersection, y'all. This right next to an intersection. Where are y'all saying that she was? Was she further down? Let's go further down. Is that what y'all saying? So let's go further down. Mind you, I already been here, so I know all up and down this street is school zone signs. I already know that. I'm only doing this for y'all. I know what it looked like. I already know what it looked like. I'm gonna go to my video in a minute. So, oh, there's another one. And it should say school zone, because when I was there, I saw it. Here's another. I mean, if you want, how far down y'all want to go? Y'all want me to keep going? I can't catch it. Hold on. Let me see if I can catch it. I mean, how far down y'all want us to go? I'm gonna pull my video because this ain't working. I mean, okay, so they're like, oh no. She wasn't in the school zone. No. She was 2 feet away from the school zone saying, no. She wasn't, she wasn't parked right there. Oh no. She wasn't in the school zone because she was right. Y'all stop it. She was in the damn school zone. Period, point blank. Ain't no way around it. She was in the school zone. She was in the school zone. It was a school zone. Hold on, let me see something. Yes, it was across the street from the school, but it was a busy two-way. It was a busy two-way, and the school CPS. Wait. Hold on, let me slow down. Hold on. Yes, it was across the street from the school, but it was a busy two-way, and the school CPS stated where the entrance of the school is on the website. We know that. Yeah, we know that. I've been there in person. I know where the entrance is. And I also know that I can get to the entrance of the school by parking on Cermak. Just because the entrance of the school is recommended that you enter from Federal doesn't mean that you can't enter from anywhere else. You can still park on Cermak and walk to the entrance of the school. Just because the school is recommending that you drop your child off in a certain location and the door is in a certain location does not negate the fact that it's a school zone. So what's the argument? It was a school zone. It doesn't matter that they recommend that parents not park here or there. So what does that mean? I don't understand. Hold on. Let me pull something up for y'all. What does that mean? Okay. My kid's school recommend that we don't park on a certain street and that we park here for easier, more convenient entrance to the school. But I park where it's convenient for me. If it's convenient for me to drive down Cermak and walk my kid to the door, hop back in my car and bustle you to get on the E-way, then that's what I'm gonna do. It's not impossible to do. So what's the argument here? Is the argument that she wasn't in the school zone because we know that's not true? Is the argument that she was nowhere near her school because we know that's not true? So I mean, I don't understand what the purpose of that is. But let me go ahead and so let me pull up my video. Sorry if y'all hear that. It's a garbage truck out or something outside, or somebody might be doing the hedges or something. I don't know. So if you hear noise, just ignore it. Let me pull something up real quick. My page. No, we're not debating. I was just letting you know you was wrong. No, we're not debating you, but you were right about what the school said as far as them posting where to drop the children off. What's more convenient? What they prefer. Hold on, y'all. What they prefer and what they recommend. However, you can still park on. We gave the example of the square earlier. You can park on a lot of different sides of that square. The building is the square to get your child into the school. So I guess my question would be, what is the purpose of that information? Okay, the school recommends that you park on Federal. That doesn't mean that the other sides of the square are not a school zone. She was parked in a school zone. She was in very close proximity of the child's school. Whether her baby daddy lives around the corner or not, she was in very close proximity of the child's school. She was right across the street from the child's school. She was definitely in a school zone. She came to the jungle and got mad because she got attacked. She came to the jungle and got mad at the people whose habitat it is. That's the point that I'm making. If I don't want smoke from the things and the creatures and the things that live in the jungle, I don't come to the jungle. But if I do want smoke with the things in the jungle, then I come to the jungle. But I make sure when I come to the jungle that I come locked and loaded. That's only if I want smoke, though. Because if I don't want smoke, then I don't come. It's a lot of different places she could have parked. Y'all remember, I'm in that area almost 5 days a week. So I know the area really, really, really well. There, she is all up and down straight. She could have anywhere on State Street. They try to use the excuse, oh, they always get tickets and tickets. What? I don't know. I don't know. It could. The point I'm making is I ain't even come to talk about all that. I'm finna get off. I'm finna get off because somebody else live and I want to hear what they talking about. But I just came live just to say that I respect what Holly supporters. No, I ain't gonna say I respect what they doing. I'm gonna say I respect them. I respect them. I don't respect what they're doing necessarily, but I respect them. And then, you know, some people actually do think that Holly is innocent. So I respect that. But what I'm doing is if I see something that doesn't make sense, or if I see something that I think is being strategically placed out there to even create a little bit of a shadow of a doubt that Romeca was killed in cold blood, I'm definitely going to come out and say, no, wait a minute, that's not right. Wait, that's not true. That's not true. So that's what my job is, because I'm advocating for her, because I believe that she was killed unjustly. So when people see the post about the school zone, their mind could go anywhere from that post. Their mind could even go to, oh, well, was she really even there to drop off her son? People could say, well, then if that's not the school drop off, then maybe she was there because she was trying to fight Holly. You know, people's mind can go anywhere with that post. So my job is to come and make sure that people's minds don't just go anywhere and we stay focused. Because see, that right there is untrue. She could definitely park on Cermak. As a matter of fact, it was probably more convenient for her to park on Cermak and walk her kid right down to that school. So that's what I'm here for. To debunk anything that's going to make Romeca look like she was there for anything other than dropping off her son. Now, let me pull up my video. With all due respect. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I just wanna Hey Eb, I'm finna get off in a minute. I'm finna be on for maybe like 5 minutes and I'm finna be off. Let me see. Is this where I see my video was so blurry, y'all? Everybody that know me know that I got a or everybody that got my number know I got an iPhone, but I always use my Galaxy for like all of my social media stuff. But I need to stop doing. I need to start using my my iPhone. Is this where I was? Okay, so all right.
Not gonna step on school grounds, but
so this is me on Cermak Road. Basically made it like I was, you know, kind of trying to act it out myself, like I was parking and walking my kid to the school. So as you can see, my video's a little bit blurry. I think next time I go, I'm gonna use my other phone just so it can be more clear. But this way, over that way is federal. And going that way is federal, and the street is going this way. Okay. But this is me on Cermak, and I pretended like, okay, I'm hopping out of my car. I'm getting ready to walk my kid to school. And this is the gate, which was open on a weekday. I believe I went on a Wednesday. And you can definitely
just
park
to show y'all, here the entrance is at the school. You see the playground? Those are the doors over there.
So not only is it convenient, because it's not like you walking across a big ass field of grass. It's definitely walkways to where you can literally walk your child up to the entrance if Cermak is more convenient for you. So I don't want anybody to be thinking that the young lady, one, was not in the school zone, because she was. And then number two, that Romeca parked there for any other reason other than dropping her child off at school, because she didn't. Okay? Just want to clear that up before any rumors get started. Make sure y'all like and share this video out just in case anybody see the other post on Facebook, y'all can go ahead in them comments and say, that's not true. It may be true that the school recommends that the kids are dropped off on Federal, but it's not an obligation. It's not impossible to park somewhere else and not be able to walk your child to the school. Okay?
The drop-offs and stuff is over here.
You heard what I said, right? You heard me, right? Let me go back. Where I said you heard me say the drop-offs and stuff is over here because I'm literally pointing over there by Federal. Yes. The drop-offs are by Federal, but you can also walk that way if you're driving down Cermak. It's more convenient. If I'm driving down Cermak, why would I be driving down Cermak and then I'm gonna drive all the way around to Federal when I could just stop on Cermak so that I can drop my kid off, hop back in my car, and then bust a U-turn so I can get on the E-way? Because then if I'm driving down Cermak, I'm gonna have to go all the way around the school just to get to Federal, just to get to the drop-off lane, turn around, come all the way back, and go hop on the that's inconvenient. I'm gonna drop my kid off on Cermak, I'm gonna get back in my car, I'm gonna drive, bust a U, and get on the E-way. Simple as pie. It's actually inconvenient for somebody that was coming Romeca's way to turn around just to go around the school to get on Federal just to come back to Cermak. Is inconvenient. So I understand why she got out right there. I get it. I get why she got out there. So listen to what I say here.
Playground, those are the doors over there. The drop-offs and stuff is over here. Okay, I'm not gonna go on school grounds. I don't want nobody to call the police on me.
And that's
so this is.
So let's see if I can go a little further down. When I walked into the Hiller homes. Let's see. Trying to see if I can rewind. It's okay. I showed what I want to show. But yeah, I'm about to get off. No disrespect again to any content creators, because I know for the most part, anytime I go live about this story, somebody get mad at me about something. I don't know what I'm doing. I just be blogging like everybody. But yeah, I don't know what be happening. But it doesn't even matter. That I just wanted to go live to just let you guys know. If you guys do see that post on Facebook, that's just an excuse for Holly. It's just an excuse. The young lady was in territory that she knew Romeca would be in. It really is just that simple. Some things we just have to admit, regardless of who we support. Let's just keep it real with ourselves. Let's not be so connected to a side of something that we ignore the facts and the obvious, because it's not that serious. Like everybody say, we don't know either one of these young ladies. So because we don't know either one of them, at the end of the day, let's not put ourselves in a state of delusion because we already feel that we chosen a side. It shouldn't be I've already chosen a side. It should be what looks like it makes sense in this scenario. And even if the side that I want to be right doesn't look right, I still should be able to admit, you know what? It don't look right. Because just like they say to Romeca, why did she bust that U-turn? Why did she get out the car? Why was she? It's a lot of reasons that could have happened. But the same can be asked for Holly. You know where your boyfriend's son's school is, I'm sure. You know that his mother drops him off sometimes, I'm sure. I'm sure that you know which way the mama comes to drop the son off as well. Especially because they said that Carlos and Romeca used to drop the son off together sometimes. She wasn't oblivious of Romeca's route, in my opinion. So we're gonna hold Holly accountable too, because there's two people in this situation. Even though I am Team Romeca, I can admit maybe she shouldn't. Maybe she didn't have to get out of the car. Maybe she didn't have to bust a U-turn. That's a possibility. I don't know. But what I'm not going to allow Holly supporters to do is act like that she didn't have other choices, because she did. The only difference is between those two ladies, they both had other choices. One of them is just dead. One of them is the killer. That's the only difference. And there's one big choice that Holly could have made that she decided not to make. There's a lot of choices that Holly could have made. So when we talk about the choices that Romeca could have made, we cannot conveniently leave out all of the choices that Holly could have made and all of the things that she could have done that she chose not to do, like call the police, or like get in her car, or like park on State Street, or, you know, all of that stuff, or like not kill somebody. I mean, there's a lot of different choices that Holly could have made, but because they're team Holly and because people want her to be innocent, they conveniently look over all of those things. Let me say this, and that's no disrespect. Listen, I can't help it. When I see bullshit, I gotta call it out. If y'all don't like that about me, just don't come over here, because it's not going. I don't know how to change. I can't change it. So I'm not trying to be offensive, and I want to keep saying that because it's a lot of people that do get offensive with something. But when I want to be offensive, I am. But if I don't want to be offensive, then I'm not trying to be. And right now, I'm not trying to be. But I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. There's a lot of different things that Miss Holly could have done. And if we're going to be for real, Romeca could have. Let's take this scenario. Let's say Holly works at Walmart. And let's say Romeca's gym was right across the street from that Walmart. Let's say that Romeca got a TPO on Holly. What do you think moving forward Romeca's next steps should have been? I'm going to let y'all answer that. I'm going to sit back and wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to put on some elevator music and wait for y'all to tell me what you think that Romeca should have done. If it were Romeca and Holly worked at a Walmart, and Romeca's gym that she works out at happens to be across the street from that Walmart. However, Romeca got a TPO on Holly. What do you think moving forward Romeca should have done? I'm gonna give y'all some time to think about it. Music while y'all think about that. I'm gonna let the elevator music play while y'all think about it. Thank you. Don't call me thank you. And I just said thank you. Not only would common sense say that Romeca would have to leave and return later to the gym, but a better idea is find a new gym. Find another gym. Go to a different gym. If she has a day shift, come to the gym at night. Why would you not try to make tweaks or arrange, stay away from the person that you believe is deathly dangerous and lethal towards you and could do something to harm you, and you're so scared for life regarding this person? Why would you not want to make arrangements to change things around? If I think that somebody is going to kill me, because in order for what Holly to do what she did and it be legal, she had to be deathly afraid of her. Deathly. So if you're deathly afraid of Romeca, why would you be in the area that she's in? That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. If I'm afraid of somebody, it could be, do you know how many, let me give y'all an example. Obviously, I'm not going to say no names because this is confidential. But I had a neighbor who I knew, who literally moved next door to me. And I knew this neighbor because she was a parent at my son's school. And I was so excited that she was moving right next door to me. And I was like, oh my goodness, yeah, we can carpool sometimes. The kids can do sleepovers, and because, you know. And so one day I had just picked my son up from school, and I'm getting ready to park the car, and I noticed a U-Haul in the back. She had only been there for 2 days, and she was leaving. So I walked up to her. I said, what's going on? Why are you leaving? You moving already? Because at first I thought she had more stuff to move in. And she said, no, I'm out of here. I said, why? She said her ex-husband found out where she was. She didn't take any time to pick her shit up and leave. She rearranged her life. She changed her plans. She was protecting herself because somebody who she was afraid of even just found out where she was. Imagine being deathly afraid of somebody and not changing your routine, but actually changing around your routine to fit into their routine, to conveniently make yourself present in a space that they are 5 days a week. Imagine you not just leaving when you see the person, but you get out of your car. Am I not going to tweak some things so I don't run into this person? But I'm actually going to place myself there. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to change my schedule. I'm not going to change my lifestyle. I'm not going to change anything that may put me in a space with this person, but I'm actually going to place myself where I know it's a possibility that she will be. And then we have people that actually say that Holly was where she was supposed to be and Romeca wasn't where she was supposed to be. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, make it make sense. Please, somebody make it make. The reason I told the story about my neighbor is because I was trying to give you guys an example of the type of behaviors that people have when they're afraid. When someone's afraid, they will go above and beyond the call of duty to stay away from you. They're not going to try to place themselves near you. I'm sorry to my new subs, but for my old subs that followed me during the Truth Saga, do you guys remember what we saw ridiculous it was that Brianna was saying that she was scared to death of the truth, but then she got up and moved right down the street from him? But she was this poor, battered, abused woman. Remember that, y'all? And remember how ridiculous we said that was? Because when you're afraid of someone, you don't do that. Hold on one second, y'all. Hello? Yeah, can you bring them home? All right, thank you. You remember how ridiculous we said it was? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have to ask you guys, because see, it's not that many times in my life that I've been afraid of somebody. So I have to literally make myself feel fear. Like I have to make myself understand, like, try to remember a time that you were so scared to death of somebody. And I don't really have too many of those instances, so I got to use my imagination because I really have not had, thank God, that many times where I felt like, oh my God, I'm petrified of this person. And that's, God is good. But I know there's some people who have been in situations with stalkers and all types of stuff, right? I want you guys to take a minute, right? And think of a time, even if it were, okay, this is what I want y'all to do. And clear your mind of everything else. And I want you to think of a time, even if it was a time when you were a little kid, even if you went through something traumatic and you became scared of someone as a child and you didn't want to be around that person. Think of, it doesn't matter how old even if you have to go back to childhood, think of a time where you were petrified of someone. And you tell me, would you ever put yourself in a space where they could even possibly be? And I want y'all to answer that. Remember how that person made you feel. Try to feel what you felt at that time. Your heart is racing. Your adrenaline pumping. You feel like you got to pee on yourself. You scared as shit. You remember what the person did to you. Your anxiety is through the roof. Would you purposely place yourself, girl, shut up. Would you purposely place yourself in anywhere near an area where they would see you? I need y'all to answer that for me. Because we got to stop playing these games. We got to stop playing these games. Because I know it's a lot of people that's following this story that have been through traumatic experiences with people, whether it be with a parent, a family member, sexual assault, abuse, molestation, or anything. There's something in your life where somebody did something to you or something happened to make you terrified of someone. And so you would never, ever, ever put yourself in a position to even be near that person. See, we got to stop playing semantics and playing games with this case because it's not a game. We got to stop saying, oh, well, the school zone sign right here, and she was right there. So I'm sorry, but she was in the school zone. She definitely was. I'm sorry. So for all of the people, even for the people respectfully that do, support Holly, even if you're in the chat, put yourself in a situation to where there was a time in your life that you were petrified of someone. I'm going somewhere with this. So put yourself in that situation and remember how you felt, all of your emotions. See if you can channel that. And then after you channel it, try to see if you could even imagine doing what Holly did. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to be that petrified and then purposely place myself in an area of the person that I'm petrified of. We got to start being honest with ourselves here. Okay? So now that we've done that exercise, and now that we have drudged up all of those old emotions, and we know how we felt at that time, now what I want you to do is think about why Holly was there in that spot. Why? Why did she have to be there? I need y'all to answer that for me. Because see, in a situation where I have an order of protection against somebody and I'm afraid of them, I'm terrified and petrified of them, I'm not going to place myself in their vicinity, especially when State Street is right behind me. It's right behind me. I'm never going to park across the street. I don't care what time of the damn day it is, across the street from somebody's son's school that I'm afraid of. We have to look at other reasons why she was there, because she definitely wasn't scared. Yeah. So she was there when she didn't have to be, locked and loaded with a pretending to be scared, locked and loaded across the street from somebody's child's school, honey. Okay, so we got to make it make sense, because it doesn't make it. It doesn't make any. Because see, the way that people are trying to portray her is, oh, she was just there to see her baby daddy. She was just there to see her baby daddy. And no, that's not how I look at it. Matter of fact, when I think about the whole situation, I think of something way more sinister. I get very, very bad feeling when I think about Holly, actually. I don't think of a nice, innocent young lady. I think of a very, very calculated, evil, cold-blooded murderer. That's what I think of. I'm sorry. That's just what I think of. I think of her sitting in her car, nervous as fuck, ready for whatever, waiting for a motherfucker to bust the wrong move, to do what she wanted to do. We already went over the police report. And in the police report, I'm not going to go over that again, but the police report said she engaged. She engaged in a confrontation. You don't engage in a confrontation, wait for somebody to hit you so you can shoot their ass. That's what they saying that this was. I just can't, but it is what it is. I ain't even go, because y'all know I could go on and on. I ain't gonna do that today. I just wanted to talk about that part, the school zone part, and that's it. This is a really unfortunate situation, y'all. Every time I think about this case, I just start shaking my head. I just start shaking my head. And I have a panel coming up on Saturday. Everybody's invited, even Real TTV, if she wants to come up, she's invited. I'm going to make it's going to be a totally different vibe, because when I invite people up on my panel, of course, I let them speak. I let them talk. I'm not disrespectful towards them. I watch my language. I watch my words. And I let everybody express how they feel. whole different type of vibe on the days that I have a panel. So everybody will be allowed to talk. And then the reason for the panel for me is just so everybody can kind of express why they have the position that they have, whether you be a CC or a supporter. But then it's also for me to kind of get an understanding of where people's heads are at. Because if I'm honest, I don't understand it. So I have made several what is it? Comments about how I believe it's demonic to support something like that. And people feel that I'm saying that to be offensive, but it has nothing to do with being offensive because it has more to do with that's just how I feel. That's just what I see. I see a murderer. I don't see somebody, a poor young little frail, innocent, soft girl that was being attacked and just had to shoot somebody to get them up off her. That's not what I see. That's not what I've read. That's not what the ballistics have shown me. That's not what the autopsy report has shown. That's not what the witnesses have shown. I'm sorry. But to end this on a more comedic level, because I'm about to get off, I got to cook lunch. My kids finna get out of school. To end this on a more comedic level, I want to show y'all this. This is, to me, this is what Holly supporters sound like when you ask them about the facts of this case. You ask them about the facts of the case and like, why do you feel that way? Or why do you think she was there? You don't think it was weird that she was in front of his school? And like when you ask them stuff like that, this is what they sound like to me. Hold on, let me pull it up. Like, you don't think it was weird she was sitting across the street from the girl's school, locked and loaded, waiting for some shit pop off in the shadow? Like, like y'all don't think that shit is like, y'all think that's normal? Like, okay, but this is what they sound like to me when I ask them that. I'm like, okay, so why was she parked there? This is what they sound like. This sound like.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Huh?
I'm about. No, I said I'm.
Stop sign, man.
I said I'm about to tell you.
Huh? You say stop sign?
No one said stop sign but you.
Why you stopping me?
You made an improper right hand turn. Were you trying to? About to tell you.
Stop sign?
No, I said I'm.
What stop sign, man?
I said I'm about to tell you.
Huh? You say stop sign?
No one said stop sign but you.
Why you stopping me?
You made an improper right hand turn. Were you trying to a new road? You got to turn that closest lane, sir.
Let me get my.
I appreciate you, man. Can you hand me the beer as well?
You be like, so why you think she was sitting up there with that baby locked and loaded across the street from that girl's school? They be like, what? You be like, why you think she was sitting over there locked and loaded across from that girl's school? They be like, huh? I say, why you think she was sitting over there locked and loaded across from that girl's school? Stop sign. What you mean stop sign, man? Man, that's not what I mean. Nobody saying nothing about no stop sign. I said, why was Holly sitting over there locked and loaded across the street from that girl's school? Now, what you say now? Now, I just feel like everything that they do is a distraction. I feel like everything that they do really is like a distraction. Like, makes no sense. Like, the autopsy report come out, then they be like, yeah, but 10 years ago, her sister got into a fight with her baby daddy. You be like, what do they got to do with what we talking about? We like, she shot her 2 times. Both of the shots was fatal. That means that she didn't have to shoot her twice. All she had to do was shoot her once. And they be like, stop sign.
Stop sign, man.
I'm about to tell you.
Stopping me?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Huh?
I'm about to.
What?
I'm about to tell you.
Stop sign?
No, I said I'm.
What stop sign, man?
I said I'm about to tell you.
Huh? You say stop sign?
No one said stop sign but you.
Why you stopping me?
You made an improper right hand turn. Were you trying to a new road? You got to turn that closest lane, sir.
Let me get my ID out for your partner.
I appreciate you, man. Can you hand me the beer as well?
Huh?
Can you hand me the beer?
Who?
The beer? Can you hand me the beer?
The alcohol. There's no beer in there.
I can see it. It's right
Hey, hold it. Don't be searching my car.
Oh,
We gonna stop me talking about I ran a stop sign. What's going on?
Hell no. All right, y'all. I'm finna get up off here. But that's funny to me. That's exactly what they asked me sounding like. Shit, they be sounding just like that shit. You be like, well, damn, she couldn't have, you don't think she could have been with her baby daddy somewhere else? I mean, why would she do that if she's scared of her? They be like, stop sign. What stop sign, man? Oh, but I'm finna get y'all. I just had to come on here and just talk about that real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to. But thanks for everybody that came in. Please, please, please tune in tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I will be live, and I am inviting all CCs that are covering this story, regardless if you cover are in support of Romeca or if you are in support of Holly, because I think that everybody there's like an understanding of where everybody is kind of at here, you know, and why people feel the way that they feel, you know. So I think it'll be a good time, and as long as we all keep it respectful, then I think we'll be cool on Saturday. So make sure y'all come over here on Saturday. Everybody's invited except for one person. I promise you, everybody can come except for one person. And it's a nigga on here with traction alopecia that is not allowed on my platform, period, point blank, ever in life. But other than that, I don't care if we ever argued before, none of that shit. You could come over here and, you know, give your opinion. And I chose to make Saturday because I know on Fridays, Keys normally goes live, and I enjoy watching his channel. So, yeah, so I'm finna get off, y'all. So I enjoy watching him on Friday, so I just decided to make it on Saturday. Plus, shit, fuck it, shit. I wasn't gonna get nobody to watch the panel anyway of Keys live. That nigga be having 1.2K in this chat. Shit, I'm trying to get on his level one of these days. But thank you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Oh, and I forgot. Thank you. Who is that? I think it was Hollywood Herb. Thank you, Hollywood Herb, for that Cash App. I really appreciate it. It definitely is not a requirement, so I appreciate anytime somebody donates to my channel. So yeah, I appreciate that. Hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you share this video on your way out as well. Make sure you hype me up and hit the notification bell so the next time that I go live, you can be notified. All right, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. Peace.
I got a lady. Hey, name is the upper echelon, she a debater, baby. She can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby. She the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart. She got the smart, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby. She the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart.